A NUANS search? What the heck is that? No, not a nuisance search, but a NUANS search. So NUANS stands for Newly Upgraded Automated Name Search. A newly upgraded automated name search. And that is one that you need, this search tool, for when you incorporate a new named company. So when you're picking a name of a company, the Alberta government doesn't want you picking the name of somebody else's company by accident, and we can't have the same name, or even one that's so similar that there'd be confusion. Now, a NUANS search is different than a trademark or trade name search. It is something completely separate, because it can be a NUANS search that shows no other name in Alberta, but it's registered as a trademark in Canada somewhere else. So two very different concepts. The NUANS search allows you to do a search for a company name to see if anyone's using it, so you can pick the right name that you're not going to have trouble with later. We'll talk about what kind of troubles later. Now, first step, we can usually do a pre-search, and the pre-search is less expensive. We are able to get a general view if there is a name that's similar, but you need that more deeply investigated NUANS search to make sure that there's no duplicates. Now, you don't need it for a numbered company, because the numbered company is a sequential number. You don't get to pick it. The government just assigns it. Whatever comes next. It's not even like the registry with license plates where you can say, oh, I want that one that's in your hand. No, it's an automatic system that you have no control over. A trade name has much less rules in terms of it in Alberta, where you can have a registered trade name that is more similar to something, but you don't necessarily want to do that. We talked about trademarks. You don't want to get close, because once you brand yourself, you get your name in there, you brand yourself, and someone comes along and say, hey, I've registered this trademark, you've got to change your name. Now you're looking at a lot of trouble, potential liability in terms of lawsuits, and having to rebrand from scratch. You don't want to have to do that. You want to make sure that you've protected your company, because the company's name and its intellectual property and goodwill of the company is a really valuable asset. It will be, the NUANS search will be an automatic part of doing a new incorporation, because we want to make sure that every time we incorporate, it's the right name. Now, an incorporation, people ask what's the difference between a named company and a numbered company. Nothing legally. The only difference is one is a number and one is an actual name. You can have a number in the actual name, but the numbered company will be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Alberta Ltd. The other, much more variety that you can have in there. If you have questions, talk to your corporate lawyer. The issue of going straight to the registry is sometimes the registries, you don't get the legal help in terms of picking things. They will do a NUANS search, but they aren't lawyers there. The importance is making sure that you're not crossing things, you're having the right guidance in terms of setting up your company properly. The lawyers will work in conjunction with your accountant to make sure that this named company that you do a NUANS search for is set up for a way that helps you in terms of liability protection and also tax advantages. So do it the right way the first time. It's way easier, less expensive, and less frustrating than having to redo it again.